Hello there. Welcome to a journey through the fascinating and sometimes bewildering world of influencers. Tonight, we're diving into the bizarre world of influencers, those modern-day celebrities who have turned social media into their stage. Remember when social media was just for sharing awkward party photos and keeping up with friends? It was a simpler time, wasn't it? Now, it's a bustling marketplace where every post is a potential ad. Everywhere you look, someone is trying to sell you something. From the moment you wake up and check your phone to the time you go to bed, the influence is relentless. We're bombarded with teeth whitening kits, detox teas, and countless other products that promise to change our lives. And let's not forget those weird leggings that claim to make your butt look photoshopped. It's a never-ending stream of promotions. This is the influencer era, folks. A time when anyone with a smartphone and a bit of charisma can become a brand ambassador. And honestly, it might be on its last legs. The cracks are starting to show, and the once glamorous facade is beginning to crumble. Influencers are everywhere, peddling products with varying degrees of enthusiasm. Some are genuine, while others are just in it for the paycheck. They've infiltrated every corner of the internet, whispering sweet, sponsored nothings into our collective ear canals. It's a constant barrage of buy this and try that. But have we reached peak influencer? Is there a limit to how much influence one person can wield before the audience tunes out? Is the bubble about to burst? Are we on the verge of an influencer apocalypse where the trust and engagement they've built come crashing down? Let's find out, shall we? We'll explore the rise and potential fall of this digital phenomenon. This isn't just about annoying ads, though. It's about a deeper issue, a system that's becoming increasingly unsustainable. This is about a system that's becoming unsustainable. The constant need for new content, new products, and new ways to engage is taking its toll. It's a system built on a foundation of fleeting trends and manufactured authenticity. The pressure to maintain a perfect image is immense. And like a poorly built influencer mansion in the Hollywood Hills, it's starting to show some cracks. The question is, how long before it all comes tumbling down? Once upon a time, the internet was a simpler place. People shared their thoughts and passions on blogs. They connected with others who genuinely cared about underwater basket weaving or collecting vintage thimbles. It was a beautiful, chaotic mess of unfiltered content. It was the Wild West, before the sheriff of monetization showed up and ruined all the fun. Then came social media. Platforms like MySpace, remember MySpace, and Facebook allowed people to connect and share their lives in new ways. Early adopters found fame, albeit often unintentionally. They were just regular people sharing their lives, and people found it fascinating. Fast forward to today, and we have Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. These platforms gave rise to the professional influencer. Suddenly, anyone with a smartphone and a decent ring light could become a brand ambassador. The lines between entertainment and advertising blurred. Authenticity, well, that became a product to be sold like everything else. Here's the problem. Everyone's an influencer now. Seriously, everyone. Your dog has an Instagram account. Your grandma's cat is hawking organic catnip on TikTok. There are more lifestyle gurus than there are actual lifestyles to guru about. This oversaturation means brands have their pick of the litter. They can be picky. They want the influencer with the most followers, the highest engagement, and the lowest morals. Wait, scratch that last one, but you get the point. It's a buyer's market, and that means influencers are under pressure to deliver. This leads to a race to the bottom. Influencers churn out content at a breakneck pace. Quality? Who needs it? Engagement is the name of the game, even if it's fleeting and meaningless. And the audience, well, they're starting to feel a little bit over it. Section 4. Sponsored content overload. When everything is an ad, nothing is genuine. In today's digital age, it's becoming increasingly difficult to distinguish between genuine recommendations and paid promotions. Remember that time you saw an influencer raving about a life-changing product only to find out it was a paid promotion? Yeah, me too. It's a common scenario that leaves us questioning the authenticity of everything we see online. It happens all the time. Influencers, once seen as relatable figures, are now often viewed as walking billboards, and it's eroding our trust. We start to wonder if their enthusiasm is real or just a paycheck. It's like that friend who only calls when they need to borrow money, you know the one. At first you might help them out, but over time you become wary. Eventually you start screening their calls. You don't want to be taken advantage of, and the same goes for the content we consume. The problem is, when everything is an ad, nothing feels genuine. The lines between personal opinion and paid endorsement blur. It's hard to tell what an influencer actually likes and what they're being paid to pretend to like. This ambiguity leaves us feeling skeptical. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack made of hashtag-sponsored posts. The sheer volume of ads makes it nearly impossible to find genuine content. This constant barrage of sponsored content has consequences. It affects our perception of reality and our self-worth. It creates a culture of consumerism where we're constantly told we need to buy things to be happy. The pressure to keep up with trends can be overwhelming. We're bombarded with messages that suggest our happiness and success are tied to material possessions. This can lead to financial strain and emotional stress. It perpetuates unrealistic beauty standards and lifestyles that are unattainable for most people. The curated perfection we see online can make us feel inadequate. And it makes us all feel a little bit inadequate. We start to compare ourselves to these idealized images, forgetting that they are often the result of filters, editing, and strategic marketing. So what can we do? We can start by being more mindful of the content we consume and the motivations behind it. Seek out genuine voices and support creators who prioritize authenticity over profit. In a world where everything is an ad, let's strive to find and cherish the moments that are truly genuine. Section 5, the algorithm game. Chasing likes and losing sight of real engagement. Social media platforms aren't just innocent bystanders in this influencer saga. They're active participants, holding the reins and controlling who sees what. They use algorithms, those mysterious lines of code that determine what pops up on our feeds. These algorithms are designed to keep us scrolling, clicking, and watching. They prioritize content that generates engagement, even if that engagement is superficial. This means influencers are constantly chasing likes and comments, even if those likes and comments come from bots or people who aren't really paying attention. The result? A lot of noise and very little substance. Influencers are forced to play the algorithm game, sacrificing creativity and authenticity for a chance to be seen. It's like a digital circus, with everyone performing tricks for a fickle and easily distracted audience. Section 6. Platform power plays how social networks control the influencer game. Social media platforms are like the cool kids in high school, and influencers are just trying to sit at their lunch table. They want to be noticed, to be part of the in-crowd, and to have their content seen and appreciated by as many people as possible. They can change the rules whenever they want, often without any warning, leaving influencers scrambling to keep up. One moment, a particular type of content is trending, and the next, it's completely out of favor. One day it's all about short-form video. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels dominate the scene. The next, it's long-form storytelling. YouTube and podcasts become the go-to for deeper engagement. It's enough to make your head spin. The constant need to adapt can be overwhelming, and let's not forget about the dreaded shadow ban. This is when a platform decides your content isn't worthy of being seen by the masses, quietly limiting your reach without you even knowing it. Your posts get fewer likes, comments, and shares, and you're left wondering what went wrong. It's like a silent punishment, a way to control what gets popular and what doesn't. It's like being sent to the principal's office for wearing the wrong socks. You're penalized for reasons that are often unclear and arbitrary. The platforms have all the power, and they know it. They hold the keys to visibility and engagement. They can make or break an influencer's career with a single algorithm tweak or policy change. A minor adjustment in how content is prioritized can have major repercussions. It's a precarious position to be in, constantly balancing on a tightrope, relying on the whims of tech giants who are more interested in profits than in promoting meaningful connections. Influencers must navigate this complex landscape, always staying alert and adaptable to survive and thrive.